Retaining customers in the age of the fourth industrial revolution. I personally call this era the internet and technology takeover. Yet modern researchers call it the age of the triple C's, with each C representing a certain reality. Accelerated change, overwhelming complexity, and extensive competition. Change, complexity, and competition. Now let's look at the first reality, accelerated change. Now here we're dealing with the rate of innovation. Technology and the internet has accelerated the rate of innovation. We wake up to new brands, new trends, and new ways of doing businesses every day. Now, how do you retain customers in this age of accelerated change? The answer is this: you maintain relevance. The reality is, you're not always going to be the innovator of these new products, new trends, and new ways of doing businesses. But you also can't be too conservative in your approach to adapt. My advice is always play around the custom adoption space and never go beyond the pragmatic line. Always gravitate towards the customer's preference at that time. And if you can't compete, be comparable. Let me give you an example of two brands that operate in the same market, but they are not in competition. The first one is an iPhone. The other one is Mobicel. One is a premium brand, an innovator in the cell phone technology. And the other one is an affordable brand that just chases relevance. The other one obsesses over leading the market, and the other one obsesses over being comparable. They both use a full touchscreen technology and dual camera design, but they are not in competition. Mobicel understands that even though we cannot be the leading in the market, for the sake of our customers, we can be relevant and be comparable. Now let's look at the second reality, overwhelming complexity. Now here we're dealing with the rate of disruption. You see, technology and the internet did not only create a disruption rate that is fast, but it also created one that is fast. One that does not only tampers with the internal processes of the business, but it spills over throughout the stakeholder chain. It tampers with customer experience. It tampers with the laws that you operate in, and ultimately the market. Meaning the market you operate in, 2 years, 3 years, or 5 years down the line, it might not exist. Forcing organizations to then operate in a state of flux, always rethinking their business processes in anticipation of the next rapid unforeseen changes that might occur in the market. Now, how do you retain customers in this age of fast and vast disruption? The answer is this: you remain flexible, meaning you focus on scaling and not growth. The focus is on increasing revenue using limited resources. And this is because gone are the days when the might of an organization rested upon its size. In today's business, the might of an organization rests upon its ability to adapt. The mine is bigger than yours syndrome is gone. In today's business, we focus on reach and impact. It's about how many people you can reach and how you can impact those people using limited resources. Running a business today is more like participating in an agility sport, where you are constantly forced to change and reposition yourself with speed and accuracy. And to do that, you need to remain fit and lean. So is running a business today. In order for you to chase the market as it constantly changes, you need to travel light. So focus on scaling, which is to increase your revenues on limited resources. Now let's look at the last and final reality, extensive competition. Now technology and the internet, through the use of social media, has collapsed the geographical borders of doing business and created what we call market vulnerability. What that means is that your competitors have access to your customers, and your customers are now exposed to your competitors. There are no more gatekeepers in the market. Now, how do you retain customers in this age of vulnerable markets? The answer is you obsess over customers' convenience. The reality is, customers today are no longer loyal to anyone but their convenience. They have become market dictators. They dictate what they want, how they want it, and when they want it. And if you can't give them that, they keep it moving. And one way of improving customers' convenience is through building a user-friendly e-commerce with functional fintech, one that will allow customers to inquire, purchase, or even return your product and services with absolute ease. If customers can't inquire, purchase, or return your product and services from the comfort of their home, You are underestimating the customer's need for convenience. And I'm telling you now, sooner or later, you will pay with your market share. If you are in business today and your business doesn't have e-commerce footprint, you might as well wave your customers goodbye.